Good morning. The weather this week's turning more unsettled, with eventually all of us seeing some rain. Today, the rain's in the northern half of the country, drier and brighter in the southern half. I'll have all the details in about 10 minutes or so. Good morning to you too. For some of us this morning, it is a chilly start. In fact, in a Boyne in Aberdeenshire, we've just had the 24th air frost this month. Normally we'd expect about 7 or 8 in April. Now the forecast for this week is one of scattered showers, where even it's been so dry during April, and it's also going to turn colder later on. At the moment we've got a lot of cloud coming across eastern England, the Midlands, in through East Wales. That will tend to break up in the sunshine, and we've got some rain moving slowly south courtesy of a weather front across Scotland. Some of that will be heavy and potentially thundery later, and as it sinks south it will turn the sunshine in Northern Ireland and Northern England hazy. These are the average wind speeds, so generally the wind is fairly light today, but it will be gusty through the English Channel, gusting around the Channel Islands as much as 40 miles an hour. Now temperatures today lower in Scotland. Yesterday in the northwest we hit 18 degrees, but still we're looking at about 16 as we move down towards Cardiff. Now through this evening and overnight, our weather front continues to sink south. It's rotating around an area of low pressure, so you can see all the showers associated with it and also the cloud. But in the south, where it remains cloud free, this is where we're likely to see a touch of frost. Elsewhere we shouldn't have any issues with frost, as temperatures are in mid to high single figures. So tomorrow a nippy start in the south, but we'll have some clear skies to start with and some sunshine. But you can see a lot of showers elsewhere. In between there will be some sunshine, but some of those will be heavy and thundery, and there'll also be quite a brisk northeasterly wind adding to the chill, particularly along the North Sea coastline. Top temperatures up to 16. I'll have a longer, more detailed forecast in about half an hour, but for now, back to Lou and Dan.
Look forward to it.
Absolutely right, Lou. Yes, good morning everybody. It's a cold start once again. There is some frost around, and as we go through this week it is going to turn colder as well, with some scattered showers or indeed some rain, even where there hasn't been in the last week. We've had high pressure dominating our weather. It's been very settled, but now low pressure is going to dominate, and you can see it here quite nicely on the chart, with its weather front sinking south, eventually pushing away this area of high pressure, which is clinging on to southern areas by the skin of its teeth today. So we're starting with a lot of cloud coming in across eastern England, the Midlands, East Wales. That will tend to break up through the course of the day. The low pressure bringing its front sinking south. Some of the rain on this will be heavy and potentially thundery, and as it sinks south, the cloud ahead of it will turn the sunshine in Northern Ireland and Northern England hazy. Light winds for most, but gusty winds through the English Channel. Could be gusting around 40 miles an hour around the Channel Islands as well, for example. Now it's a cooler day in Scotland today compared to yesterday, where temperatures in the northwest reached 18 degrees. Today in the northwest we're looking at 11, but as we come farther south, we're looking at about 16 in Cardiff. Now through this evening and overnight, here comes our low pressure in fronts just sinking south with its rain and also its cloud attached to it. In the south itself, though, under clear skies, it will be cold enough once again for a touch of frost. Temperatures below freezing in some rural areas, but above freezing, in fact mid to high single figures, as we push across Wales, Northern England, the Midlands, Northern Ireland and also Scotland. Now for tomorrow, here's our low pressure, still this weather front wrapped around it. So what we're going to see are a lot of showers rotating around this area of low pressure, but we still are hanging on to the milder conditions in the south. It starts to turn colder though from the north as the wind becomes more northerly or northeasterly. Once again, we're going to have that cold Arctic feel as we go through the latter part of the week. So here are all the showers. Some of those will be heavy and thundery. In between there'll be some dry, bright conditions, some sunshine across the southeast of England and the northwest of Scotland. Temperatures 8 in Lerwick to highs of about 16 in London. Now as we move on into Wednesday, most of the showers or rain will be pushing in across Wales and southwest England. Again, they could be heavy and thundery. We'll see some wintry showers across the very tops of the Pennines and also the Highlands. In between, variable amounts of cloud, some sunshine, and our temperatures 8 to about 14 degrees. So still just hanging on to the milder conditions across the far southeast. But that's not going to last. You can see as we go through Thursday and Friday how those temperatures start to slide. So it'll be chilly by day, and we'll be looking at some frosts by night, Lou.
Oh, thank you very much, Carol. That looks lovely. Now, look.
Morning. April's been a pretty dry month, but as we go through this week, most of us will see some rain or some showers, and we see a return to that cold Arctic wind. Today, the rain's in the north, be drier and brighter in the south. I'll have all the details in about 12 minutes. Matchsticks, I'm going to keep my eyes open, but it was worth it. Best programme on the telly. Good morning, everybody. Now, this morning is a chilly start to the day if you haven't yet ventured out. There is some frost around, and as we go through this week, we'll see some rain or some scattered showers, depending on where you are. April has been a pretty dry month for most of us, so this will be welcome rain, but it is going to turn colder later on as the wind once again veers to more of a north or northeasterly, coming straight down from the Arctic. What we have at the moment is rain moving across northern Scotland. A lot of cloud associated with this as well, and eventually that cloud slipping into northern England and Northern Ireland, turning the sunshine here hazy. We've also got quite a bit of cloud in eastern England, the Midlands, East Wales. That will be eroded by the sun this morning, so we'll see lengthy sunny spells and gusty winds through the English Channel and around the Channel Islands. Temperatures, well, lower in Scotland than they were yesterday. Yesterday in the northwest it was 18 degrees, today we're looking at 11, but the top temperature is likely to be in Cardiff, where we're going to see about 16 degrees this afternoon. Now, in the latter part of the afternoon, early evening, we still will have all this rain across Scotland. Some of it could well prove to be heavy and thundery, as denoted by the light green there, and some of it will get into northern England and Northern Ireland, but here it will be more patchy in nature. For the rest of us, it's going to remain largely dry, and as we go through the course of this evening and overnight, that band of rain will continue to sink southwards and eventually getting in through much of England and Wales, away from the south, where it will be cold enough for a touch of frost. Lou and Dan.
Oh, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. This morning is a chilly start to the day if you haven't yet ventured out. There's some pockets of frost around as well. And as we go through this week, we see a return to that cold Arctic wind. So it will certainly be turning colder than we've been used to. And it's been a very dry April so far. We'll see some scattered showers or indeed some rain. Now, the cloud you saw in Gretna Green there, where Nina is associated with this area of low pressure and its various fronts. It's bringing rain in across the north and west of Scotland. High pressures clinging on to the rest of the UK, but still a fair bit of cloud in eastern England, the Midlands this morning. That will be eroded by this morning's sunshine, and then a lot of sunshine in offer. Meanwhile, the rain slips a bit further south across Scotland through the course of the day. Some of it, particularly in the northeast, could prove to be heavy and thundery, and increasing amounts of cloud coming across Northern Ireland and Northern England will turn the sunshine hazy. These white circles represent the average strength of wind, so you can see not particularly windy, but it will be gusty through the English Channel and around the islands, gusts as much as 40 miles an hour. Temperatures today getting up to between 14 and 16 across parts of England and Wales. Cooler along the North Sea coastline with an onshore breeze, and colder than it was yesterday across the northwest of Scotland, where we're looking at a high of 11 degrees in Stornoway. Now, as we go on through this evening and overnight, this area of low pressure with the fronts wrapped round it continues to sink southwards, taking its cloud and its showery outbreaks of rain with it. It doesn't reach the far south of England or the southeast, so here under clear skies it's going to be another cold night with some frost, but we're not expecting frost anywhere else, with temperatures widely between 5 and 8 degrees. As we go through the course of tomorrow, here's our low pressure with the weather front wrapped around it, again continuing to sink slowly southwards. And as it does so, you can see how lighter colours follow on behind, indicating that it is turning cooler, but the yellow in the south still indicating temperatures here are holding up. So we'll have some sunshine across the far southeast parts of southern England. We'll also see some sunshine, for example, across northwest Scotland, but we've got a good packet of showers rotating around that area of low pressure. Some of those will be heavy and thundery, but in between them there will still be some dry, bright and sunny skies at times. Temperatures 8 in the north to about 15 or 16 in the south. Now, by the time we get to Wednesday, our low pressure will still be with us, but it will be starting to move away. So most of the rain from the weather fronts around it will be across Wales and southwest England. Again, some of this could be heavy and thundery. And because we're in a cooler air mass, we could also see on the tops of the Pennines only some winteriness, and the same too in the Highlands. But again, we're talking the tops of the mountains, with temperatures 6 in Lerwick, the highs of 14 in London. And then it continues chilly by day and chilly by night with some frosts. Lou and Dan.
Gosh, thank you.
Good morning. Today we're looking at a north-south split in the weather. In the north we've got a lot of cloud and some rain. Come further south we're back into brighter skies and some sunshine. And this week the weather's going to be much more unsettled than it was last week. I'll have all the details in about 10 minutes. It's gorgeous at the moment, isn't it, Lou? Good morning, everybody. This morning it is a chilly start if you are just stepping out. There's some frost around as well, and as we go through this week, well, it's going to turn a bit more unsettled with scattered showers or indeed some rain and turning colder. We see a return to a north or northeasterly wind coming down from the Arctic. Now what we've got is rain in the north, and in the south this morning there is quite a bit of cloud. So if you're just about to head out, we've got cloud across parts of eastern England and the Midlands. Also across parts of the southwest, but that will tend to break up as we go through the morning with more sunshine developing. Wales, much of northern England, Northern Ireland, off to a bright start with a lot of sunshine. We've got more cloud in pockets in Scotland until we get to the north and central areas where there is a lot of cloud, and we've also got all this rain. Now the rain will be slowly slipping southwards through the course of the day. Some of it, particularly in the northeast, will be heavy and thundery, and the cloud ahead of it will turn the sunshine hazy across Northern Ireland and Northern England. Gusty winds through the English Channel and the Channel Islands, with temperatures 7 in Lerwick to 16 in Cardiff. Now through this evening and overnight, here comes this band of cloud and rain sinking steadily southwards. It won't actually arrive in the far south or the far southeast. So here under clear skies, it's going to be a cold night, cold enough for a touch of frost, but we shouldn't have any issues with frost elsewhere as temperatures roughly 5 to 8 degrees. Into tomorrow, the low pressure with the weather fronts around it will bring a lot of showers, some of those heavy and thundery, cold down the North Sea coastline. The best chance of seeing some sunshine will be in the far southeast and also the far northwest. Lou and Dan.
Thank you.
An absolute line of duty obsessive. Carol, I'm sure you're watching that very close as well. She gave nothing away, did she?
She gave nothing away at all. She's a brilliant actress, as they all are, aren't they? Martin, Vicky, Adrian, oh my goodness, I love it. Anyway, good morning, everybody. This morning is a chilly start to the day. There's some frost around. And as we go through this week, we're looking at scattered showers, turning cold later on as we see a return to more of a north or a northeasterly wind. Now, this morning we've been watching the rain coming in across Scotland, quite a bit of cloud associated with this. We've also got quite a bit of cloud this morning across parts of eastern England and the Midlands, but that will tend to be eroded by the sunshine. Gusty winds through the English Channel and around the Channel Islands as our band of cloud and rain sinks further south, turning the sunshine in Northern England and Northern Ireland hazy. By the end of the afternoon, you too could see the odd spot of rain. Now, it will feel chilly down this North Sea coastline. Our temperatures 7 to about 16 degrees. As we go through the latter part of the afternoon and into the early evening, we continue with rain across Scotland, some of that in the northeast, heavy with the risk of some thunder. And here's the cloud coming in across Northern Ireland and Northern England with the odd spot. But for much of the rest of England and Wales, it's going to remain dry. There'll be some early evening sunshine and still gusty winds through the English Channel. So as we head through the rest of this evening and tonight, watch how this rain sinks steadily southwards, taking its cloud with it in doing so. But it doesn't get into the far southeast of England or southern counties. And here in rural areas, it will be cool enough for a touch of frost. But our temperatures elsewhere between 5 and 8 degrees. So we should be relatively frost-free. Lou.
Carol, thank you very much. And